Right now I'm just figuring out the measurements. We're doing a 9 by 12 shed here. And my wife's digging out all the holes for the post. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some math to see how much material I'm going to need. Right now I'm just staking the ground and just trying to get an idea of where this shed's gonna be located. So right now I have my 4 corners, and in my scrap wood pile here I'm gonna use those 2x6s there to create my base. I purchased more material here. Good morning, ladies. So we decided that we're going to continue the fencing up to here. Well, the privacy fencing. Reason why we decided to go a little more further, because once we build our shed here, we're thinking of adding a deck. Just a extra little hangout area, because these trees do give a lot of nice shade. So we're still a little debating on the size and exactly how we're going to do this. But after I finish this one here, I need to start digging out all the holes, at least for the first 4 corners. But for this 9 by 12, we are going to have 7 bays, 3 on each side, and then 1 in the center. So enough talking, let me go get this miter saw out of the shop. It's the next day and I'm done with the fencing. I got soaking wet yesterday, but I put everything up against the fence because this area stood pretty much dry. What I'm doing today is I'm getting my scrap wood that I had in this pile. I need to make 7 boxes, 1 for each slab. Then I'll be done with the miter saw for a little bit, because after I make those square boxes, I have to dig deep, pour cement, for rebar to create a 16 by 16 30-inch deep cement slab. Okay, we got 1 down, 6 more to go, and these are 16 by 16. morning. It's the next day. Starting a little early today. It's supposed to hit the hundreds today. So today's goal is to dig all these holes out. Definitely need a level. And where I live at, we need one of these because I always run into roots. So I had purchased this auger here. I haven't tried it, but my wife says it's garbage. I'm gonna test it out and see maybe if I sharpen it a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Here's what I would like to be burning today. But because it's like so dry, I'm not even gonna bother. I don't want any ambers to go up in the air and hit one of these pine trees. I'll let you out later. Stop complaining. So I'm gonna start out on this corner here because I'm in the shade. So I just laid out 2 tape measures crisscross to find my center. And for this part, doesn't have to be super centered because I am working with 16 by 16. I'm gonna center this, so if it's 2 inches, 3 inches that way, it's okay. Our post is still going to be on our slab. Now, since Mother Nature doesn't want to work with me, there is no breeze out here. It's just hot. I had to create my own breeze. This power station will run this fan for a little over 4 hours. I guess that means, let me try to dig these out in 4 hours. I don't know. As of right now, I have 4 holes dug out. And I did all these 4 holes with the small auger. This auger, I did not purchase this auger. This was already here when I purchased the property. But now I'm going to try this bigger one that my wife says does not work like this one here. Okay, catch my breath. The auger's good. What it is the auger pulls out even more since it is a wider auger. The issue I saw with the auger is on my property, if I'm not hitting roots, I'm hitting nothing but rocks. So if you have a lot of rocks, a smaller auger will work better because it can work its way in between these rocks, which helps to release those rocks from the soil. So my opinion is both augers work. It all depends on your situation. So I already have this one dug out to the right depth. That's 5 down. 2 to go. All 7 holes are dug. And I still have 1.7, 1.8 hours to run my fan. I stopped what I was doing so I could make dinner. Looks good. And some white rice. And let me grab my ice cold energy drink. Loading up the cement in the back of the truck. I had 8 bags in the garage. This was for a whole different other project. Because I'm constantly jumping from project to project. So I'm crazy like that. That cement was originally for this area. So I have 3 more slabs to go. But I'll finish that maybe next week. Because I want to focus on the new project, because I need to let that sit probably for at least a week before I can start building. Here's the cement that I'm using. Here's all the applications you could use it for. I'm picking up 16 more bags of cement. And there's no parking. So I got all the cement that I need, and I had to stop at Porky's Point. So they got the best Puerto Rican food in Philly. So I purchased about $55 worth of food. If you're ever in North Philadelphia, Porky's Point is a must to go. The only thing is, parking is not easy. There's barely any parking out there. Also, Porky's Point it's just a fast takeout. It's not a you eat in restaurant. It's quick on the go, fast takeout Puerto Rican food. My advice is, if you do go to Porky's Point, it's a quick moving operation. Don't walk up to the counter and not know what you want. When you get there, read the menu, make sure you know exactly what you want, because it's a quick moving operation, and if you're there basically stuttering, they'll skip you and go to the next person until you got your order right. Not that they're being rude, it's just they got to keep it moving. There's a lot of people come in and out of there, and there's barely any parking. Just to show you what I picked up at Porky's Point, some baked but crispy chicken. These are called patarillos. Inside, these are chicken. You can get them chicken or beef, but we got chicken. These are called mofongos. You dip them in the sauce. It's like a Puerto Rican cuisine. These are called bacalitos. It's like a fried batter with codfish. These are called relleno with papa. It's a potato, and inside is beef, drenched in their gravy. And it's just some rice and beans and pork with some potatoes. And a very popular Spanish soda. Cola. Salud. Here's the 3 slabs I did yesterday. Just so you can have an idea, these 3 slabs was 7.5 bags of cement. And those were 80-pound bags. Got 3 more to go. And I'm starting very late in the day. So I'll see how much I could get done. And I do have to drop my daughter off at work. So that means I'm going to have to stop in the middle of this. But I'm going to hit it every day until I'm done. Power our mixer.